Young and in the prime of her life, a local woman woke up one morning and noticed weakness in her left hand. It turned out she was having a stroke at the age of 19. Well, that was almost 3 years ago, and today Kaela Gedda is here to share her story in hopes of preventing it from happening to you or someone in your life. Good morning, Kaela.
Good morning, Rachel. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great, thank you.
You're healthy today?
I'm great.
Let's talk about what happened 3 years ago.
Okay. I woke up in the morning with some weakness in my arm. We thought I slept on it funny. By the time I got to work, I was feeling worse. It felt like I hit a brick wall, and that's when I noticed that something was wrong.
How long did it take to figure out what was going on with you?
It took the doctors 7 hours after I got into the emergency room to figure it out.
What did they figure out?
They finally found, after many tests, that the MRI showed that I had a stroke. And then from there, we just realized that I had a hole in my heart. It's called a PFO. 25% of the population has the hole that I had in my heart.
Say that again.
25% of the population has what's called the PFO, and that is the hole that I had in my heart.
Wow, so you were born with it?
I was born with it, yep.
And do some people just live with it then, and they don't get symptoms from it?
Most people don't have any symptoms. They live their life not knowing. I was unlucky.
Oh, in a little bit, we'll talk about what new is being done to detect it early on, the hole in your heart. But let's talk about what's happened since then. How did your life change? It was a life-changing moment for you.
It was definitely life-changing. That's when I mean, I was always healthy, active on the dance team, but it really made total body wellness. It wasn't working out to lose weight. It was working out to save my life and to be healthy, choosing salad instead of French fries all the time. And
so you just live your life differently, but you also did have surgery, right?
I did have heart surgery, yep, 7 months later.
Okay, so let's talk about how proactive you are in your own life, but also in helping to spread the word about this. We have some pictures to show. The first one is of you and your mom. You may recognize her if you're a fan of Good Day Wisconsin. That's Lisa. She's the owner of Haven Salon and Spa. Where were you guys there?
That was at the Green Bay Heart Walk 2 years ago. So we've done the Heart Walk every year since then.
And the next picture is of you, and you will also recognize one of the other women in there. That's Michelle Melby. Was this at a Heart Luncheon?
That was at the Heart Luncheon this past May.
Were you the guest speaker?
Yep, there was 3 other women and I, and we did, we all spoke about it.
And what's in this, who's in this last picture? It's a group shot.
That is Star Jones. She was on The Apprentice, and her charity was the American Heart Association. So this is from the National Lobby Day last April. And I met Star Jones, and then we met with legislators and spread the word about the Heart Association.
How important is this to you, to be so involved?
This is huge to me, especially because heart disease is the leading cause of death, not only in men, but in women. It kills more women than the top next 4 causes of death combined, including all cancers. So it means not only myself, but my mom, my sister, my girlfriends, my neighbor.
All the women around you.
Right.
And Haven is really getting involved. They've done a lot for Go Red, and in our next hour we'll talk about that. Let's talk quickly about what tests are being done to detect the hole in the heart at such a young age.
One of the most important ones is called the pulse ox screening, and that's the little thing that they can put on a baby's finger. And when a baby is born, before they leave the hospital, if they do that test, which is a $2 test, can detect heart problems.
Just $2? Just $2. But not every hospital is doing it yet.
No, not every hospital is doing it
yet. Do you see a day when that will be changed?
I hope so. I really hope so. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what you're doing. You know, for somebody of you know, who gets a stroke later in life, one of the things you said you do is eating right, but also exercising. What type of exercising do you do? We actually have video of you working out with somebody here.
I have a trainer, Matt Kimmeth. He owns the fitness firm in De Pere. My biggest thing is committing, but also keeping variety. So I work out with Matt, but last night I was at Zumba class. Some nights I have dance practice. So, but committing to it every day. Finally,
St. Norbert College, where you're a student, a senior, is honoring you next weekend. What's happening?
Next weekend we are doing a red out at the St. Norbert hockey game. It's February 10th at 7 o'clock, and that is to really raise awareness and funds for the American Heart Association.
All right, so we'll put that information online, fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin, and we'll have all that information about the red out after the show today. Thanks, Kaela.
Thanks,
Rachel.
So
nice of you to stop by and share your story.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Wisconsin.